Roy, when a president and his defense secretary summon hundreds of flag officers to a choreographed gathering at Quantico, is that leadership or political theater with epaulets? Because beneath the optics lies a question. Who does the US military ultimately serve? The US Constitution or the commander in chief?
Yeah, so when you join the U.S. military, you swear allegiance to the Constitution, not to the commander in chief, and that distinction is actually extremely important. So in the 1930s, the Nazis tricked the Wehrmacht, the German military, into swearing an oath to Hitler. And the Wehrmacht did it, and then once they did it, they felt they were now committed. And it's one of the reasons why the Wehrmacht was as loyal as it was, because at the end, when you sit down and sort through it, so many of the guys in the German military were furiously anti-Hitler, furiously anti-Nazi, but they went ahead and fought anyway. And the United States used to, I'm saying used to because it's clear it's not true anymore, at least for a segment of the population, pride itself on the fact that it was all about institutions and not about personalities. That at the end of the day, when individuals were swearing themselves to this greater cause, this cause of democracy, this cause of republic, this cause of the United States, we all know that a lot of that was fake, and there was this facade, and there was this underneath it all this brutal empire that was willing to overthrow democracies and do genocidal wars. But at least there was this aspiration that people were aiming at. And I think what Pete Hegseth did, what the president did at Quantico, should have set off really serious alarm bells. And for a segment of the population, I'm sure it did. It seems like the U.S. public, for the most part, is comatose to this and isn't paying careful attention. Maybe they're just so shocked and stunned by this constant volume of crazy that they don't know what to do with it. But this should have been enough to set off protests. This should have been enough to set off serious condemnation from at least retired military personnel.